Good day, and thank you for joining me once again. On today's episode, we will be doing our second installment on our series on outerwear accessories, and that will be all about hats. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Canadian Formal. I'm Curtis Allen, and I have a passion for making the men of the Great White North look and feel their very best. So today is all about hats. We will be going through several different options, several different materials and styles, starting with the most casual and ending with the most formal. And I'll be showing you outfits to go with each individual hat. So stay tuned as we start with hat number one. Here we are with option number one, and you guessed it, it's not exactly a hat, but it is headwear and it does have its place. So this is a cotton medium gray headband, and I'm wearing it with a Nike dry fit charcoal and yellow short sleeve t-shirt. So this headwear is excellent if you're running, if you're playing tennis, racquetball, squash, any racket sport. Really is great for a headband, and most track and field sports are also a wonderful place for a headband. Outside of the sporting arena, I would not wear a headband though, and that's why this is the first option and the most casual option. So it doesn't have as many applications as some of the hats we'll see coming up, but it does still have its place, even though the baseball cap seems to be infringing on what the headband used to be worn for. So this is hat number one, the headband. Let's go to option number two. And here is option number two. A very straightforward, classic, and versatile baseball cap by Nike in black. And the great thing about a baseball cap is that it is so versatile with sports, more formal sports, if you will, like golf. You'll see almost every golfer wearing a baseball cap if they're wearing any headwear at all. And the baseball cap is the most sold type of hat in North America, and that's because it is so versatile. If you're going for walks, going for hikes, anywhere where you want to keep the sun off your face, a baseball cap is a wonderful, casual, lightweight option. You can hardly go wrong with the classic baseball cap, and I'm wearing this with a black and blue Hugo Boss polo, and that kind of harkens back to the golfing motif, if you will. So option number two, very straightforward baseball cap. One thing I would suggest when wearing a baseball cap, wear it with the brim facing forward, not to the side, not backwards, facing forward, and try to have it in a solid color. You don't want it too busy to be drawing attention away from the rest of your outfit. So with two down, let's move to option number three. Here we are, option number three, and taking hats into a slightly different arena from pure style into more functionality, as we have the first of two options for toques or beanie hats. And I've chosen two toques because they serve different purposes. This one by Diesel is 100% cotton, very breathable, and much thinner than your traditional wool toque. And this is great for early to mid-fall. Again, if you're going hiking, if you're just walking out and about, it covers your ears, so you're going to get protection that way from the cold, but it's probably not a hat you would want to choose in the dead of winter. And we will see options for the dead of winter in upcoming hats. So this one is for early to mid-fall, lightweight, but does provide some good warmth. So I'm wearing it with a lightweight wool diesel sweater to show that this is something you would also wear with it. And of course, being black and gray, it will go with a lot of different options. So that is hat number 3, the diesel cotton toque. Let's go to number 4. And here we are with option number 4, another toque or beanie hat. This one though is cashmere and providing more warmth than the cotton toque or even the wool toque. In addition to being cashmere, it has the flap that comes up, providing 2 layers over your ears and across the top of your forehead. So that is really going to get you through those very cold Canadian days. Now this one is in a more adventurous color with the lighter royal blue. Of course, brown would work, black would be the most versatile, but I like the blue. Kind of helps stand out a little bit when you're out walking around. Of course, once you go inside with all hats, you would remove them immediately. You don't wear hats inside. I've seen people doing that recently, and it's not a good look. So I've chosen to wear with the cashmere toque a cashmere sweater from Canelli, and just works with the cashmere on cashmere appeal, providing a lot of warmth as well. So those cold days, go ahead with the cashmere toque. All right, that's 4 down. Let's go to option number 5. And here we are with number 5. Number 5 is, of course, the very distinctive and the very noticeable, quite conspicuous indeed, the trapper hat. Now the trapper hat is for the absolute coldest of cold days, very functional, not very fashionable, but you can get it in a wide variety of styles. I've gone with the simple polyester shell, but the lining, which is the most important factor when getting a trapper hat, the lining is rabbit fur. And I think rabbit fur is a great insulator and a great option. You can of course go with a faux fur if you don't feel comfortable with a real animal fur. You can go with a shearling option. You can go with straight wool. There's a million combinations. I've even seen some lightweight cotton ones, but no one is going to not see you in a trapper hat. It is quite the statement indeed, but on those cold days, you need something to really protect your ears all the way down the jawline, and it's got this little buckle at the bottom for keeping it nice and secure and keeping that body heat in. And I'm wearing this with, of course, a down-filled Cole Haan black jacket. Very simple. It cuts just below the waist, and because it's down-filled, it'll provide just as much warmth as this beautiful trapper hat. So that is option number 5, the rabbit fur-lined trapper hat. Let's go to number 6. And here we are with number 6. Number 6 is, of course, the flat cap, also known as the newsboy hat. And this particular one by Crown Car is very simple polyester in a royal blue with a black polyester lining. This is not particularly functional. It is starting to bridge the gap between casual and a little bit formal. It is a great, lightweight, easy to wear option. Goes with many items. I'm wearing it with a short black turtleneck by Harry Rosen, which is a mixture of silk, cashmere, and wool to provide a lightweight feel with a little bit of warmth. This hat, while not providing a lot of warmth, will certainly draw some eyes without being too formal that you would have to wear it with some sort of suit, blazer, or even sport coat. It is a good hat that I think everyone should have in their repertoire of headwear. So this is number 6, the flat cap. Let's go to number 7. So option number 7 is the very distinctive tiller hat. And I love the tiller hat. I know it's not a hat that a lot of people are going to have, but I do think it's something you should consider. It's great for the fall. This one is 100% wool. It's got the rounded crown, which separates it from things like fedoras. It's got that wide brim. This one has a very small leather band that ties around the base of the crown. It is quite versatile considering how unique and distinctive it is. It is a really good fashion statement if you're one of those who are quite on trend and really trying to push the boundaries of what is traditional headwear. So the tiller hat is an option I think everyone should consider, and I've worn it here with an Yves Saint Laurent worsted wool blazer and a equipment silk shirt to show that you really can wear it if you're dressing up, but not so far up that you would wear it with a suit or a tuxedo or anything like that. But it can certainly go with a blazer as separates. Even if you're wearing a blazer with jeans, the tiller hat would be a great headwear option for you on those days. So do keep that in mind as we move on to our very last hat. Let's see it. So here we are, we've made it to our very last hat, and it is, of course, the fedora. This particular fedora is by Robert Graham, and it is wool with a silk band and a silk lining. Now, I love to wear a fedora, and no hat collection would be complete without one. It is the quintessential formal headwear. This is the most formal hat I own because I do not own anything like a derby hat or even a top hat. I don't see top hats very often in today's society. Certainly not as popular as they once were. So for me, a great hat with a suit is the fedora. If you wear tuxedos a lot, I would either go with no hat or get a top hat in that case. But with suits, a fedora will certainly suffice. So you have the center dent in the crown of the hat. You have the short brim to the hat, and you have that beautiful silk lining, and band. This is a patterned fedora, of course. If you wanted to dress it up even further, you could go with a straight black fedora. But the fedora is the 8th and final hat in the collection from casual to formal. So if you've liked this episode, please please subscribe, ring the bell icon so that you will be notified of our future installments for our outerwear accessories collection of episodes. Thank you and stay stylish.